EA Sports. It's in the game.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Take 4. Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pick up there, 26 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Bring up 48.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Watching you find. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
From the 41, Rodgers. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gun.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Getting some penetration. Watch twist, watch twist, watch. Look again.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Throw right, throw right. Run. Go, go, go. Jump out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards on the play. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Cook running right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 22, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Cousins to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Airing it deep for Garcon. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. throwing the interception. Cousins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Again, it's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Check 91 is the mic.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Touchdown, Packers. From 6 yards away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he finds Cook. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And Diggs has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. First down. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Delta. Protein spill. Mike 91. Watch the back. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Cousins. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
Let's go. Let's do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check 91. 91. Hey, exit. It's going to be a long.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packers are going to win this football game. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Listen. Two. Gun. Man, I got you. Any weapon.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Rodgers looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.